Have you ever pondered the impact of pornography on your brain? It's a topic that doesn't get nearly enough attention, considering how widespread pornography consumption is. The brain is an intricate organ, and it's profoundly influenced by our behaviors. One significant factor here is dopamine, a neurotransmitter that plays a crucial role in our feelings of pleasure and reward. It's like the brain's feel-good chemical. But what happens when we overstimulate our brains with high levels of dopamine, such as when we consume pornography? Well, our brains get used to this overstimulation, and they begin to crave it, leading to addiction. The impact of this addiction is far-reaching, affecting our mental health, our relationships, and even our physical well-being. It's an unseen impact, invisible to the naked eye, but very real nonetheless. While the immediate pleasure might seem worthwhile, the long-term consequences are far more significant. Dopamine, often known as the feel-good neurotransmitter, plays a vital role in addiction. But how exactly does it work? Let's dive in. When we engage in activities that are pleasurable, like eating, exercising, or even watching a good movie, our brain releases dopamine. This neurotransmitter is responsible for that sense of reward, that rush of satisfaction you feel. Now, pornography takes this natural process and kicks it into overdrive. When someone watches porn, their brain is flooded with dopamine, creating an intense feeling of pleasure. Over time, as they continue to consume pornography, their brain starts to get used to these high levels of dopamine. The result? They need more and more of it to experience the same degree of pleasure. This is what we call tolerance. Tolerance is a major stepping stone towards addiction. As the brain demands more dopamine, the individual feels an increased urge to watch porn. It's a vicious cycle, with the brain constantly seeking the dopamine high that pornography provides. But that's not all. There's another crucial factor at play here: the brain's reward system. This system, driven by dopamine, reinforces behaviors that are essential for survival, like eating and procreating. Pornography hijacks this system, tricking the brain into thinking that watching porn is an essential survival behavior. Thus, the brain gets trapped in a vicious cycle, constantly craving the dopamine high that pornography provides. Breaking the cycle of addiction is challenging, but not impossible. The 30-day challenge presents an effective way to reset your dopamine system. Imagine your brain as the most intricate, sophisticated computer system. When a virus, like addiction, infects it, the system crashes. In this case, the virus is pornography. And the antidote? Abstinence. Let's talk about the 30-day challenge. It's like hitting the reset button on your brain. For 30 days, you completely cut off any interaction with pornography. Why 30 days? Well, that's the average time it takes for your brain to reset its reward pathways and regenerate dopamine transmission. It's like a detox for your brain. But brace yourself. The first 10 days might feel like walking through a storm. You could experience anxiety, trouble sleeping, even physical agitation. It's your brain missing its regular dopamine hit. Imagine it as your brain throwing a tantrum because you've taken away its favorite toy. The journey won't be easy. There will be triggers, situations that remind you of the addictive behavior. They can lead to a mini spike in dopamine, creating an anticipatory response. But remember, each time you resist, you're one step closer to breaking the cycle. Yes, the journey will be tough, but the outcome will be worth it. So gear up for this challenge. It's 30 days of struggle for a lifetime of freedom. Are you ready to reclaim control over your brain and break free from the shackles of addiction? It's time to take up the 30-day challenge. Brace yourself, as the journey is not going to be easy. The first 10 days can be particularly tough, with anxiety, sleepless nights, and physical agitation. But it's important to understand that this discomfort is a sign of healing. Your brain is resetting, reconstructing its reward pathways, and relearning to produce dopamine naturally. It's during these times that you'll need strong support systems to lean on. Reach out to friends, family, or join online communities that can sympathize with your struggles. Be vigilant about your triggers, those situations that make you crave the addictive behavior. Remember, they're just illusions of pleasure that leave you in a deficit state. But the benefits at the end of this challenge make it all worthwhile. you'll notice a significant improvement in your mental clarity, emotional stability, and overall well-being. Remember, the power to change lies within you. Start your 30-day challenge today and experience the transformation yourself.